Guys, I thought I'd finally stop to give you all another update of my car. It's been quite a while since I've done one. I've just not felt like doing any. However, it's time enough. I've done quite a bit of upgrades, although none of them are very major. The car was cleaned not entirely long ago, but since then it's gotten dirty again. Go figure, have to park it outside. First off, I guess I'll start with under the hood. So the first thing I wanted to tell you all about was these hoses, the radiator hoses, as well as the heater hoses have been replaced. And the reason for this is the lower one was close to busting, and it finally busted at the end of the road down there. And so I went ahead and replaced them all at once while I had no coolant. Although, I've also figured out that the intake manifold gasket is leaking, so I'm losing more coolant plus some oil. However, the oil leak is not anything major. It's just something that maybe eventually I'll get fixed. I put high mileage oil in it, and hopefully that'll help increase it somewhat. The additives in it help to revigorate the seals. Next thing that I did is, if I can get a view on it, you see that silver thing down there? That's the oil pressure sender, and it was leaking. So I replaced it with a new one, and therefore I'll no longer have a leak in that, and it seems to be holding up well. Then another thing that I did is down near the exhaust manifold, you see that silver plug? Well, that was an O2 sensor. And the old one was really screwed up. It wasn't working. So I decided I'd replace it. Here is the old one. Yeah, it wasn't looking too healthy. So I got that replaced, and that improves my car's running ability. However, one thing that's getting in the way is the fact that it doesn't have a converter. The converter would usually send a backflow back to the O2 sensor to read, and now that it doesn't have that, it tends to read as though the engine needs to be more lean than it should. So it reduces the performance. It only does that if I step on it too hard, though. And another update is the power steering. I do have a leak in the power steering fluid. There's various spots here you can see from where water's gotten there. That's all power steering fluid that's sprayed up. And, well, that is no good. I think it's the reservoir leaking. As a matter of fact, let me see if I can get a sight of it. There. That is probably what's leaking, because it's got the thing that controls this pulley is also built into it, and there's a seal to keep the fluid from coming out. And my belief is that in the time that this thing sat, the seal degraded, and so it isn't holding things like it should. Let me get in here. I finally got the owner's manual and some various other things along with the car. That's really helping now that I got a fuse diagram. Fuse box is located in a really awful place up there. And there are a lot of fuses that are actually the wrong amperage, a lower amperage than what there should be. So I'll probably work on replacing those to get some better amperage ones. And hopefully that'll improve some things. Got my tray in here for the water. The leak is actually coming from back in the dash. Inside of the AC air intake, there is a seal or a seam of some sort, and the water is coming in and dripping down onto that floor. And I just got the mat to keep it from getting to the floor pans and rusting them out more, because I've already got quite a bit of rust on the right floor pans, especially the back right. There's even a hole in the back right one. Anyway, let me start it up. See if it'll start. There we are, it started. I didn't drive it today, so it's been sitting in the cooler weather. Now, I bought new rocker arms to put on it. And the reason being is you can hear a tick if you listen to the way the engine is sounding. Yeah, I don't know if you can hear that, but that is the rocker arms that are going bad because of poor positioning of the EGR valve. The EGR valve, which is located right here, heats up while the car's running and increases the wear on the rocker arms and various components there. So I've got some rocker arms and we're going to replace it while we do some work on it at Ben Franklin. I-10 there. Got a mechanic for a teacher and he's going to help me work on it. There's the new tires. They're Hankook Optimos. I think I mentioned them in my previous video. Not 100% sure. And there's the old tires. I'm hoping to get them replaced soon. The exhaust noise. I'm probably going to get a converter put on. And I'm probably going to see about repairing the exhaust leak in the muffler. Whoever put the muffler on didn't seem to do too good of a job welding it on. And it's got a leak in it. And you can smell it in the cabin while you're driving. It doesn't smell too good. So yeah. Just wanted to give that quick update before I did any work on the rocker arms and stuff like that. So yeah. That's all for now. I do believe, on this fine day, and I'll see you all next time.